the TRG Lunch and Learn. So we got Tony Genova from BPG Home Inspections and Susie Pelshoff from Fidelity National Home Warranty for it. So I'll turn it over to Susie since she's the only one here, but here's everybody's contact information for it. So you can email them, call them, whatever's the best way to get in contact with them.
Yeah.
It's all yours, Susie.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for having me. Connie, actually, see that email that Danny has up there? Email me the information there if you would, okay? And then I'll work from my personal email on that. But anyway, this is a great forum. I'm really happy to do this. I have been doing nothing. If you can tell, my hair is so long. I'm so confined. I need a haircut. But I've been doing Zoom calls like crazy. It is like the new norm. And I did 7 on Monday. It was just like one right after another, and it's really interesting. But just to let you know a little bit before I get into these topics that we had, Danny had put on email for you all, I want to let you know that we are an essential business and we are working harder than I'm working harder than I ever have, because I think right now everybody is sitting home and they have time on their hands and they're getting their to-do lists done and their procrastination. And so we are being bombarded with calls right now. So that being said, one of the sheets that I gave Danny here to share on the screen on our service calls, we have, we're in the height of, thank you, that's perfect. We're in the height of our summer, or in the first phase of our summer, I should say. We've hired on summer help, but we are putting them on the phones, I think, a little bit faster than we should, but we're trying to mitigate all these calls that are coming through. But take a look at this, and Danny's going to e-blast this to all you guys. This is a great reference tool to give to your clients, especially if you represent the buyer. We're trying to get our clients to order their claims online to kind of free up the phone lines a little bit. The hold times are a little bit longer than expected because we're getting so bombarded with calls with this COVID situation. We're 100% working remotely from home, everybody. We're doing the best that we can, but we are having some IT challenges. Our IT department, these guys, I feel for them, they're working around the clock every single day to take out some of the glitches by hooking everybody up from home. But it's really simple. All they have to do is go on homewarranty.com, and then there's a button that says request service. They would click on that and they would select the service and tell us what the symptoms, a few symptoms of the issue are. And then they would click finish issue and provide a phone number so our technician can get in touch with them in 24 hours and schedule an appointment. And then they would pay the service fee online and they're done. If they don't have an online account, it tells you how they can get one. And if they have trouble logging in, it tells them what they can do and gives prompt there too. So a lot of people love it. They can keep order on their computer and they love to do this and track it online, and we actually can expedite these service calls faster. So kind of promote that to your clients. Again, we want to keep the orders coming through and we want to keep those lines for troubleshooting and whatnot. And certainly if nobody's savvy on the computer, they absolutely can call us. But we're doing everything we can to navigate through, and sometimes the holds are a little bit frustrating. So I just wanted to let you guys be cognizant of that. There's a second flyer on here, Danny, on the rekey. You could pop that up. This is a great service. I talked about this briefly, but this is great again for the buyers. This is a nice little flyer or email that you can send to your clients. Now, a home warranty, we are always, and tried and true, have been a mechanical contract. We take care of major systems and appliances within the home if there's a breakdown or a malfunction. So this is actually a service, so it's kind of a little bit of a different caveat than what we're doing, but upon moving in, the buyer can get 6 new keyholes and 4 sets of keys. So it's a great little benefit perk that you can give them this with their closing paperwork. We need them to call us. If they call outside of our contract, we're not going to reimburse. So they just, when they move in, call the service number the same way they would place a claim, pay the $75, and we'll go out and we'll take care of 6 key holes for them. So that's a great new little perk that we have for everybody.
And can we do this whenever we renew a policy?
If you renew with the, let me see here. Yeah, I mean, this is on our new, because we're renewing with the policy that we sell now. So yeah, You would renew with this and you can call in for the rekey service.
Oh, and then just pay $75.
Correct, exactly.
Okay.
I wanted to take a second before I go into the next thing. I wanted to let you know, I'm gonna mail these to your office because I'm not allowed to come in yet. Your vendors are, we're getting really scrutinized. And, you know, I think it's also because, you know, as a vendor, as a sales rep, we go from office to, typically on a normal world that we used to live in, we'd go from office to office. And obviously, you know, that's much more contact than anybody wants us to be doing right now. So I'm gonna mail these to your office. I just wanted to give a couple of shout outs to some of the agents of work that we've done. And I'm gonna put these in individual envelopes for you so you can have those to talk to your clients about. But wanted to let you know some of the services that we've done in your office. Connie, I already told you the one that we've done. Danny, we have one for you. Bear with me one second. Danny, we did one for an oven call for one of your clients on Woodley. Irene, we did a well furnace for you, saved them $250. Charlene, $300 we saved on a dishwasher call. Dawn, $662 on a heating system. Ramsey, $695 on a microwave. They're getting higher. We have a range for and a pool spa heater for Pablo. In $1,500 we saved his client. They've only paid $75. And lastly, we have one for Gloria Godet, $2,240 on a water heater and forced air furnace call. So your clients only know that they pay $75. They have no idea, there you go. They have no idea how much these systems cost, and they cost a lot more than they have in the past because we have to abide by codes and all the laws and the upgrades and all that. So when I send this to you, either email your client, get in touch with them. This is the best marketing piece that I can give you. And just say, hey, did you know, because I put that home warranty on your house, I understand you got your water heater taken care of. Do you know that that would have cost you $2,500? And could you please keep me in mind with your friends or family? Or, you know, I've actually had some success stories where my agents have made that call and the person's like, you know what, I'm actually thinking of buying and selling again. So even within the year, they've gotten another deal out of it. So it's just keeping the lines of communication. I always say money talks, and this is a great claim to fame. And again, like I said, they only know the $75 that they paid. So these are great success stories. Use them to your advantage. And if you need any tips or help, again, feel free to email me. So Danny, did I have one more flyer that I sent you? Oh, this is a great one. This also, I'm gonna, I want you just to familiarize with this. These are all our options. This is a really great piece to have in your presentation to keep you guys out of liability. I have a lot of agents that say, you know, how do I write what in the contract? What should I put down? You know, and for every office that I speak at, it's different. I have one office that says, I want every single order to come through with Fidelity for the Enhanced Plus plan, regardless if they have air conditioning, washer, dryer, refrigerator. That broker just wants everything covered. She doesn't want any after sale liability or anything. But for this sheet right here, I would go over this with the buyer or put this in your listing presentation or email it to them or whatever, what have you. Let them know the options that are available for them. And a lot of my agents now are writing in the contract, home warranty to be provided by Fidelity National Home Warranty, buyer to choose options in escrow. That's what I see now coming through quite a bit. I know for a fact with all the escrow companies that I work with, they tell me to tell you, please tell the agents we do not walk the property. We have no idea what's in it. We can only tell so much by what the MLS gives us. So if you notice, if you deal with some other escrows outside of yours, and yours is fantastic, by the way, but I have noticed that more and more agents that I've been working with for 25 years are emailing me for the first time saying, I've never ordered a home warranty before. My escrow's not doing it all of a sudden. Why are they throwing it back in my lap? This is exactly why. They don't want the liability. They don't want to be taken to small claims court. They don't want to forget something, and they don't really truly want to be blamed. So also think of that for us as well. When you call our 800 number, we're order takers. We don't know what's on the property. We are taking your word for it, or escrow or your TC or whoever it is that's ordering it, that you know what the property wants, so, or has. So to that I say, take control of your transaction. You're buying a warranty for them, you know, in the amount of $500 to $700 to $1,000. Know what you're getting and know that that's in place before you close escrow. I cannot tell you how many times my agents will call me and say, my clients didn't know they had a home warranty. And I'm like, how could they not know they have a home warranty? It's part of their transaction. And statistically, our calls come in, the biggest volume is right after close of escrow for the first 2 weeks. It's like buying a used car. And say, for example, you have a family of two, you know, a husband and a wife that have lived there for, you know, 20 years, and then they move out, and a family of 5 with 3 little kids move in. They're going to use the plumbing more. Things are going to start moving more. Things are going to possibly break down more. So you want to make sure that you have the proper coverage there, so they're not taking commissions out of you. And I just wanted to say, I might have told you this a long time ago, but this I use as an example all the time. I have an agent who sold behind the gates up in Palos Verdes. And this was like the time when we were doing short sales and things were flying really quick, and all these escrows were from out of the area. And he had written in the contract, Susie Pelshoff, Fidelity Home Warranty, not to exceed $850. Well, apparently it was some escrow in Hemet somewhere. And 4 months down the line, he calls me and he's like, you guys denied pool coverage. They have a pool. It's a beautiful home behind the gates. So I look it up in the system and I call him back and I said, you don't have pool coverage. And he's like, I had $850 in that contract. And I said, did you ever look at your confirmation? He goes, I never got a confirmation. And I said, well, how could you close this property without having all your ducks in a row? I mean, why didn't you question that you didn't have a home warranty? Come to find out, that escrow was someone that had no relationship with either agent. I think this escrow was just assigned. It said not to exceed $850, but it did not specify. So she just ordered the basic. And furthermore, she ordered it under her name. So neither agent got a contract. So he was kind of left like with egg on his face, didn't know what to do. And 4 months down the line, he had to pay out a commission to save his reputation with that client, the money to take care of that pool, when it was in escrow, but had just been dispersed after close of escrow back to the seller. And of course, you can't go after the seller after you've closed. They're not going to, you know, willingly write a check after everything's been said and done. So to that, I'm just saying, you know, we want to protect you. You're our agent, but we also have to follow the contract, and we want to make sure, be specific in what you want, and then make sure before you close that you have our confirmation that says that you have a home warranty. If you don't, somebody ordered it wrong, it wasn't ordered, or, you know, give me a call. I'd be happy to do it for you. Actually email me. I mean, I sit now with this COVID thing, I'm sitting at my computer from sun up to sundown, and I'm just navigating and helping everybody. So if you feel uncomfortable, I mean, by all means, I'm more than happy to do that, because I'm not in the field right now. I can't do it when I am in the field because I'm driving all over the place. But the best thing, if you would all just try, go on homewarranty.com and you can order the home warranty yourself. It's super easy. It's all autofill. It's really, everything. I mean, all you have to do is just put the property address, click the coverage you want, put your name in it, and you'll pop up if you've ordered with us before. If not, you just put your office in and it will auto-populate you. So it's really cool. And the minute you hit submit, you get an acknowledgement immediately. We send a confirmation to you. We send a confirmation to the other agent if the other agent is given to us from you, and we send a demand to escrow, and you're done. Don't have to do another thing. And the best thing about that is if you get your inventory and your client calls you 9 months later and says, I can't find my home warranty contract, my water heater just broke, all you have to do is go on your email and click on Fidelity, you know, have a little file that says FNHW, and go look at your orders, and you can send it to them, and you're a hero. And it's fantastic. And it's just really orderly and really easy. So, Take control of your transaction is the biggest thing that I can say. And then lastly, I don't know, Danny, how much time I have here, honey? Where are you?
You got a few more minutes, so Tony will be on.
Okay, great. So let's see, what else did you want me to, cover what we cover versus what we don't cover. So, I mean, there's a ton of stuff. I mean, we have a contract. I don't know if it will show. Well, no, it doesn't. Look at, I'm invisible. Crazy. But I can tell you this. We, under each system in our PDF, our brochure, it tells you what is and is not covered under each system. But we are not allowed to cross the line with homeowners insurance. Homeowners insurance is not allowed to cross the line with us. We're not allowed to cross the line with manufacturers. So if we go into the house and they have every system in the house is an old system, but there was the seller before they moved out put in a brand new dishwasher and it's under manufacturer's warranty. If we go out on that call, we would notify the homeowner that they have to go through their manufacturer and let them know who that is. So that's not a problem there. We don't cover secondary damage. We cover the primary problem. So if there's a leak, we'll cover the leak. If there's damages, that's not a home warranty issue. We cover within the foundation of the home, not outside the foundation of the home. Obviously, there's exceptions if you get the pool spa coverage or if you get AC coverage and there's a condensing unit outside, we'll do that. We don't cover intermittent problems. So I just had an agent the other day and he's like, Susie, I don't know what to do. I have this oven and it clicks sometimes and it's clicking, but it still heats up and it's still working. And I said, sounds to me like it's gonna break down, but it's not, and we won't do anything until it's actually breaking down. Sure enough, he's like, he put a warranty on it and 2 weeks later it broke down and we took care of it for him. So intermittent means it's probably on its way out, but until it's actually broken, we're not gonna go and touch it. If anything's disconnected or manipulated or they've pulled it out or anything to obstruct our diagnosis, not going to be covered. Just don't touch anything, call us, and if we tell them they have to make access, we'll do it at the time that we go out to the property. So those are just a few things that are the criteria and the protocol that we look at before we go out and cover anything. But again, if you have a question, we go online. If you go on our homewarranty.com, it's a great resource. We have frequently asked questions there. We have resources that you can use and download if you want to devise your own newsletter. We have a newsletter that's already made and it's approved by attorneys. It's super cute. It provides a recipe that you can send out to your clients. We provide the tools for you, and we have 18 marketing pieces that you can download for free. Put your picture on, put your logo on, and just keep your face out there and be creative in these times until we can actually be face-to-face with people again. So I thank you so much for the time. I'm here to help you as much as I possibly can. I mean, I told my boss the other day, I said, I'm not a sales rep anymore. I'm a fireman. Like all I am doing is putting fires out and being like a liaison and a problem solver. But that's what I do best, and that's what I like to do. So email is best because I can kind of navigate through emails when I'm on these Zoom calls and nobody knows I'm doing that. And I appreciate the time. Thank you so much. And I want you all to stay well and be safe, and we will all get through this together, and one day we will toast again, hopefully.
So Tony's going to try and call in. I don't know if you want to go over the website. I can pull it up on the screen. If you can see it or not.
You talking to me? Oh yeah, okay, do you see it? So homewarranty.com. So if any of you are not on this yet, there are two things. First of all, I e-blast to I work with 5,000 real estate agents. I e-blast once a month to my agents. So I think right now, get an email farm or start getting emails of clients if you have not yet. If I email once a month to my clients, my agents, I take the next day or day and a half because I get so much feedback that I am constantly communicating with them. They're asking questions. It strikes up a conversation. It's a great thing to do. So if you guys want to be part of my e-blast that I do once a month, email me again so I can include you on my list, and I'll be sure to make sure that we send something out to you. I mean, we do such things like if there's a recall on a system that was a manufacturer defect, or if we're running a promotion, or a piece that you possibly can use to get in touch with your clients, keeping the communication. So it's really good stuff. It's not junk. I think it's educational. But if you go on our website here, homewarranty.com, and you have to register, just like you would fill out a credit card. They require your DRE number, your real estate office, your, oh my God, Danny, this is probably a terrible question. Is a DRE number and a license number one and the same, or is it different?
What was that again?
Is a DRE number and the real estate license number, is that the same thing?
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay, okay, thank you. So yeah, we require that. And then once you register that and click enter, then you're privy to anything, this frequently asked questions, the resources that I just told you about, great articles that come out. I mean, really good stuff. Woo. And, but then you can order on here. I wish I could show you my screen because I'm already logged in and everything. I can't do anything with this screen until you're actually logged in, that you have to be signed in on this.
Just tell me where to go and I'll click around. You want to share?
Me? I can't hear you, honey.
I can't do keeping going. Use my phone? Or?
I don't think he's talking to me. But anyway, does anybody have any questions at all for me?
Hi, I have a quick question. If a client is ordering a 4-unit, do they order a specific package?
Yes, great question.
Okay, I'm on a Zoom meeting, Muriel. Give me one sec. Well, here I come.
Okay, thanks. So if you, on the back of our PDF here, and I'm going to send this to Danny too, because this is fantastic for you all to have on your computer. It tells you our plans, our pricing, and our options. So if you wanted to do it says single family, condo, townhome, duplex, triplex, fourplex. We even do new construction. We do anything that you can live in, anything that's residential that you can live in. Twos on lots, ADUs we're doing now. I just did a 38-unit apartment complex last month. So we're anything that's livable. But a fourplex, if you just wanted the standard plan, it would be $850. If you wanted comprehensive, which includes air, it's $1,110. The way we constitute a multi-unit is it has to be connected by a common wall. So if you have perhaps because we have some funky kind of setups in the South Bay, if you have 2 on a lot, we might quote you differently. We might do a single family house and then a mother-in-law, so we can give you discounts on that. So just let us know how the property sits, or we can look it up on Zillow and then we'll be able to quote you accordingly. Who's rock and roll is playing?
I just have one follow-up question. Can a renter purchase this program as well?
Great question. Thank you for asking to bring that up. Yes, so we call those direct to consumers, a DTC, and the difference is if it's a referral from you, they will get brochure pricing. If they call in random off the street, it's $100 more. So that's another perk that you can tell them, that because you're our realtor, they will get the $100 discount and pay only the brochure pricing. And right now we're running a special till the end of this month. We usually have a 30-day hold from the warranty time they call it in to 30 days from receipt of payment. We're actually waiving that 30 days. So the coverage will begin as soon as the credit card is processed. But the same rules apply. The systems have to be in good working order. They have to break down due to normal wear and tear, and they cannot be missing any parts. So it's not like you can put it on today and then call us tomorrow with a bunch of stuff. I mean, our guys know better, but it's a great thing to do, because even if the person may be reluctant about selling or thinking about selling today, your name is on the forefront, and that you're telling them, whether it's a property management or a rental or just the home they're living in or your friends and family, that the warranty stays with the property. So if you sell that, it stays and it can be transferred to the new buyer, or we can do a proration so the new buyer gets a full year. So there's lots of things that we can do with it, and great perks, to promote yourself that way.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is Tony down yet, Danny? Did he just go swimming somewhere? That's so bizarre. Well, I can talk all day. No. Are there any other questions? I was going to go over, if I have them right here, because I didn't think I was going to be talking about this, but if I can find it really quick. Yeah, let me tell you this really quick while we're waiting for Tony. If you go on our website, I just wanted to let you know, these are all able to be viewed, but I just want to shout these out, and if any of them ring a bell or spark an interest to you, by all means, go on our website and check it out. I want to let you know what's available for you as real estate agents to market to your clients for free. We have a newsletter. We have a problems and solutions guide, which I, again, think is a great thing to download to give in a closing package for your clients. It's kind of like, I still actually use mine, and I bought my house in 2000. It's like a little troubleshooting guide. Like, for example, if your garbage disposal is acting up, I would go to my little sheet. What the heck is wrong with my garbage disposal? And it would say a possible solution, hit the reset button. So it's not like we don't want them to call Fidelity, but we certainly don't want to, if it's a simple quick fix that they can do on their own. It's a really helpful sheet. I promise you, I've used it a bunch of times. Planning your move, taking ownership, guest registry, emergency info, 2020 calendars, a house hunting checklist, home wish list, a home maintenance list, going green, selling your home. What is a home warranty? Are you thinking of selling? An open house checklist. And my favorite one, buy versus rent. So I honestly, I'm gonna tell you that I moved out here from New York, and I was renting. I never in a million years thought that I could afford to buy. And I had this one realtor who called me out of the blue, and he said, I've been secretly looking for you for a place. And I said, oh my God, I can't afford a place. I don't think I can in California. And I was like overwhelmed. He's like, just entertain me and come look at this place with me. He's a great realtor, I gotta say. We went over, and I looked at the place, and I said, I don't know. And he go, and one of the lenders happens to be one of my best friends. We called him, he came right over. And I told him how much money I make and how much I'm paying in rent. And I said, I don't know, can I do this? And he goes, you can actually do this and pay less than you're paying in rent. And I live in that house today. So I think I'm not the only one that feels like that or thinks like that. I think it's a great little marketing tool for you as well, kind of hit the renters, because I'm the last person who thought I could buy a piece of property, and I'm a homeowner now, and it's phenomenal. And it's all because my realtor educated me and letting me know that that was possible. So that flyer is a great piece for anybody that maybe is hitting the renters market. Any other questions at all? I only see black screens, so I don't really see a lot of faces. So Danny, what happened? Did you try them?
We're calling Tony.
Is that Tony?
It's his voice.
Hello.
Hey, Tony, we got you.
Yeah, but it keeps disconnecting me every time I go to talk.
Well, you're good now. We can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yep. It's all yours.
Oh, well, thank you. I can hear you now. Okay. Sorry, guys. I've had issues with my video and my phone both. So it's probably better for you. You don't get to see my pretty face today. But I do thank you all for listening in. Thank you, Susie, for taking care of that for me.
Sure.
I did hear part of it. Guys, I'm going to be talking about BPG's policies and what the inspectors are doing to keep you guys safe, keep us safe, keep everybody safe. As you all know, we have to have your little documentation signed. That is one of our policies. Our other policy is that we cannot go into a house if we're not wearing gloves, mask, or boots. And we do have to sanitize everything that we do touch, which I do. Fortunately for me, since COVID-19 started, I've picked up probably 5 or 6 new agents. And the reason is other inspectors are not doing any work, and that's their right. They choose not to do any. And the other reason is agents are telling me that they're not going to use their inspector anymore because he's not doing anything. He's not wearing masks. He's not wearing shoes. He's not doing anything. And one agent said, I actually told him to leave, and I rescheduled it with you. So, I mean, it benefits me, but it's still sad to say that guys are out there doing things that they don't care about. Our policy is, and I've been enforcing it with my guys, is that you have to wear shoes, shoe coverings, you have to wear a mask, you have to wear gloves, and you have to sanitize everything that we touch. I've implemented in my reports now under interior, which Danny can verify because I just did this the other day, of me wiping things down, taking a picture of it, and it's going into the report. That way the liability part of it, if it ever comes back to where I didn't wipe anything down, it's not going to go in against you and it's not going to go against me. It is in the report. Limited people. BPG's policy is that we only allow 3 people in the house at the time of the inspection. And that's okay with me. Usually it's the agent and the 2 clients. I've had issues in the past, and I keep getting issues where 4, 5, 6 people show up. And I actually have to tell them, be very nice about it and say, no, our policy is we cannot have more than 3 people in the house. What really gets me is most of the houses are vacant. I don't know why they can't come back later after I do the inspection, and I do explain that to them. I had a lady, a seller was going to throw me off the property because I told her she had to wear a mask and gloves or just a mask. And she said she didn't have to do anything because it was her property. So we did the inspection, we left, but there are people out there that don't care. And like I said, I do a lot of things different now. It's the new norm for us, and I guess it's going to be that way. But Danny will testify. I did an inspection for Danny, 2 days ago? And his clients, I noticed, were a little nervous, and I'm thinking because of the COVID-19, but we actually walked the entire inspection, room by room, held their hand, walking through it. I explained everything. Everybody was very courteous about the social distance. The listing agent was there. She didn't bother anybody. She sat in the dining room and did her little thing with her paperwork. We went through the whole inspection, and it worked out great, and I think it's going to be a good thing for Danny, the report-wise anyway. But that's just the way things have to be done.
I don't on the phone, but I put up a picture that we put on Facebook of you with all of your protective gear on.
Oh, nice. You could have gave me a better picture, you know. That's okay. I appreciate it, Danny. But that's what we're here for, guys. We're not only here to try to make the closure of your transactions easier for you, but we're also here now to try to keep you safe, keep us safe, keep everybody safe. And again, there are people that don't care. Sellers will stay in the house, and there's not too much I can say about it. I do ask them if they are sick or if anybody's been sick. And, you know, they say no, and I'm going to take them for their word for it. I did have an agent yesterday call me and say she canceled because she was informed that somebody tested for COVID-19. I told her I really appreciate it. I appreciate the honesty. You know, we'll reschedule it later, or we may not do the inspection. It depends. I need to get with the company and find out what their policy is now that somebody's had COVID-19 in the house. I have no idea what to do on that one, so I will check. Let me see. Keep in mind, guys, that somebody is always watching you. We've had, you know, really, someone's always watching you now with either Nest, Ring. We've had a complaint about one of the inspectors. I guess he's no longer with us, but was walking around the house. I guess inspectors think if the house is vacant, nobody's there, they don't have to do anything. Yes, you do have to do it as if people are there. Again, people are watching you. Some people got in trouble because they went in a vacant house and no one was there and they didn't have to wear a mask, gloves, boots, didn't wipe down anything, and that turned into a big nightmare. Not for us, but for another inspection company that I know. So keep in mind, always somebody's always watching you.
I have a question.
I don't have a whole lot more. Yes.
Oh, when you say there's a whole lot of trouble, what actually happened?
Well, the liability factor, I would think, would fall into saying, you know what, you didn't do your job correctly. It could come back to us or come back to the other inspection company if somebody came back and said, well, you know what, I got COVID-19 and it was because your inspector didn't wipe everything down or he didn't do what he was supposed to do. Okay, with me right now, I'm covering all those bases. I'm taking pictures. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm wiping things down. I'm wearing my gloves, my boots, my mask. Everybody there sees it, and they know it. Everybody that's doing the inspection with me is social distance perfect. I mean, there's no problem there. So the liability is going to be on me and you guys. So, I mean, they can always come back and say, well, the real estate didn't do our job correctly. So nowadays with this new norm, you really don't know what's going to happen. So you just have to protect everybody and change the way you do your transactions. I hope that answered your question. That was a good question, though. Okay, I guess I did.
Tony, can
I
you
don't know
talk
what else
about, can you talk about the promotion of using the both of us?
I believe we still have the same thing going on where they get $50.
Right.
If they book the inspection, right? And that's going on. I don't think that's ever going to end right now. I think that's permanent for now, if I'm correct. But if you book the inspection with the home warranty with the inspection, your client gets a check, not a coupon, but I believe a check for $50. Is that correct, Susie?
Right. It's like a rebate. They have to have
Right.
your inspection number and then the home warranty ordered. If they use both our services, the client gets a $50 check. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Nice.
Yep, that's been going on for a while, guys, and you guys should be utilizing it. You know, especially for your client, they get a little bit of money back. They get to take each other out to dinner, so that's kind of nice. Anything else on that part, Susie?
What's that?
You have anything else you want me to discuss on your end?
Well, they can't go to the movies anymore because I heard they're closing the theaters down. So that's sad.
Well, here's the problem again. It's going to spike. It's already spiked in 19 states from what I hear. Okay, and there are people that just don't care. I mean, we have protesters that are, you know, neck and neck. We have people that are just at the beach. People are everywhere. People don't care. Everywhere I go now, I see people without masks, without any kind of, you know, sanitizing, nothing. They don't care, and it's going to spike. So hopefully we won't shut down again. But I have a feeling if we don't shut down, I think personally we're going to have a fantastic rest of the year because last month and this month, I've been really, really busy compared to the first few months of the year. So this month has probably been my best month of the year.
Good.
And the way it's going, I believe it's going to continue to go. And, you know, you just got to do what you're going to do. I've changed my whole routine. My inspectors have changed their routine. And if I find that none of them, or if I find that one of them, is not doing what they're supposed to do, I've already informed them they will be fired on the spot. We can't do it. We can't deal with it. Everybody has to be safe. Everybody has to help everybody, and everybody has to stay with their social distance. And if they don't, I don't need them. I'll get another inspector. On a better note, I guess I'm going to get used to this Facebook time and this Zoom. I was on my phone with my IT guys, and they were on my computer for a good hour. We had it going. We had a session. Everything was working on my phone and my computer for Zoom. And, of course, when I go to get in line with you guys, it doesn't. But that's okay. I mean, we still brought up some things. I just want to let you guys know what the inspectors are doing.
Next time, we'll just have you
Keep
come
everybody safe.
It might be easier.
What's that?
We'll just have you come in the office. I can set you up in
You
your
know
own.
what? That might. Yeah, that might be a better way to do it. Still, you know, I'm pretty good at computers, but I guess I'm not pretty good at Zoom. But other than that, guys, I really don't have anything else to discuss. If anybody has any questions, I'll be more than glad to answer them. Then we're good.
Any questions out there, guys?
Danny? If you guys do have any questions about any inspections, any COVID-19 issues, you can feel free to give me a call. If I don't have the answer for you, I will have the answer for you by the end of the day. On that note, everybody be safe, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys a lot more.
All
Danny,
right, well,
thanks.
Susie. Thanks, Tony. Thanks for doing this. And
Thank you very much.
recording to everybody. And if you guys want to watch our lovely Zoom recording on our Facebook group, you guys can watch it there also. Well, thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks, Susie.
Thanks, Tony. Bye.
Bye.